Hello YouTube, today I'm going to be showing you how to make makeshift liquid nitrogen with acetone and dry ice. So the first thing you're going to need for this project is some acetone. I got this one at the Home Depot. You can probably find it at any home improvement store. Next you're going to need some kind of plastic container like a water bottle or a plastic cup. Then you'll need some gloves, pliers, a utility knife, of course dry ice, and some towels to keep the liquid cold when you're done making. So the first step to do is take your water bottle and cut it just about below the label. That works best for me. So just like that. So the next step would be to take your plastic container. I'm going to use this water bottle because it can hold much more liquid than this cup. So what you do is you take your acetone and fill the bottle up about halfway for the first amount, or you can fill it up all the way. Next thing you're going to want to do is put some gloves on, because right now we're going to be dealing with dry ice and it's pretty cold, so you don't want to touch this with your bare hands because it can burn you or give you frostbite. So this is what dry ice looks like. All you're going to need is about a 1 inch by 1 inch piece. So I'm going to take a screwdriver, or I have this hammer, and I'm just going to break it just to make it a square. So just about this size is a good size for starting off. So next thing you're going to want to do is place your dry ice into your plastic container or water bottle, as I'm using. So slowly place it in because it will bubble a lot. So I'm just going to use some pliers to put it in. So just slowly place it in the acetone. So careful so that doesn't happen, because when it does, you waste a lot of acetone. So because the acetone is so warm at room temperature, what's going to happen is the dry ice is going to basically disappear after a while, but the acetone might not be as cold as it needs to be. So what you're going to need to do is just get more dry ice and just place it in, and make sure so that there is dry ice at the bottom, but it's not bubbling anymore. That means that the acetone is the same temperature as the dry ice. So as you can see now, it has pretty much calmed down to a pretty stable state. So if I zoom in here, you can see that there's still some dry ice at the bottom, but now the top it's not bubbling anymore. So that means that it's ready, and now you're ready to move on to the next step. So the next step is you want to take some kind of towel or like a shirt that you don't need, and just take it and wrap it around the cup so that it just keeps it cold for longer. So it's basically like insulation. So there. So now your makeshift liquid nitrogen is finished, and now you can freeze stuff just like liquid nitrogen and crush it. So one more thing, you should be very cautious around this liquid because right now it's very, very cold. So if you touch it or something, you can get frostbite or burn yourself. So you should be very careful around this liquid. So I got some stuff from outside that I'm going to be freezing in this liquid. So I'll freeze them and then I'll smash them for you right now. So as you can see here, I have a lot of towels around this liquid right now, and this liquid has been pretty much as cold as a dry ice for about 35 minutes to 45 minutes, and there's still dry ice at the bottom. So making sure you do this step is very important if you want to not waste dry ice and use it for a long time. So now to freezing some stuff. So first thing that I'm going to freeze is this blade of grass that I got from my yard. So let's do that right now. So just all at once I'm going to freeze the flowers and the leaf. So yeah. And lastly, I'm going to freeze this thing I found on a tree. I'm going to freeze this to show you just how much it freezes, because this is a pretty thick thing for it to freeze. So let's do that. So first we're going to start off with the blade of grass, and you can see it's kind of steaming from just being dipped in. So let's smash that. So as you can see, it's very brittle and from being frozen, and it just crushes because it's so cold. So next up we're gonna do this leaf. It's also very cold. So next up we're gonna do some flowers. So here's the first one. And the flowers just crumble, and now another one. It just crumbles like, I don't know, it's just awesome. It's like glass. And I saved the best looking flower for last. And when you look at them, it's just awesome. Actually, I'm gonna do this one with my hands, so you can see just how brittle it is. So I can just apply a little bit of pressure, and it just crumbles, and it's just awesome. And for the last one, I'm going to do the thing that I found on the tree. So as you can see, if you look closely, you can see that it's still steaming, and you can also see a little bit of cracks. Not sure if you can see that on camera. There's a little crack just right there. And that's because it froze very fast. So now let's crush it. So 3, 2, 1. And you can just see that just went everywhere. So here are some pieces that I found around the garage. It just feels like candy. It even sounds like it too. It's like glass or candy. And if you hit it, it just crumbles, and it just goes everywhere. So I hope you enjoyed this video on how to make your own homemade makeshift liquid nitrogen. And yeah, thanks for watching. Also, if you would like to see more videos on dry ice and things that you can do with dry ice, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.